Hello everyone, this is Tony Mori. Join me on my visit to Geyser Peak Winery in Sonoma's Alexander Valley. Geyser Peak Winery, which can be considered a secret California winemaking site, celebrated its 130th anniversary in 2010. The land, located in the center of Alexander Valley, has diverse soils due to its volcanic geothermal heat, and is suitable for growing many varieties of grapes. Geyser Peak owns 100 acres of vineyards: Tree Vineyard, Ascentia Estate Vineyard, and Kulmelis Vineyard surrounding Highway 101, and River Road Ranch Vineyard in Russian Valley. Let's hear more about Geyser Peak Winery in Alexander Valley from Director of Winemaking, Dean Chatton.
Geyser Peak Winery was founded in 1880. We're one of California's oldest wineries. We carry bond number 29, so the 29th winery that was permitted to produce wine in California. So we've had a very long and colorful history. We're located in the heart of the Alexander Valley in northern Sonoma County. What's unusual about Alexander Valley is it's a very long and slender appellation. We have a great deal of microclimate in this area, with very cool temperatures at the southern end and warmer temperatures in the middle and northern end. This makes it a great location to grow a number of different grapes, from Sauvignon Blanc to Cabernet, which is really what we specialize in. Also in this area, it used to be a very active geothermal area, formerly volcanic. So we have a great diversity of soils, which also makes it a great area to grow so many different types of grape. And the winery is named for a geological feature called Geyser Peak, which is located directly across the valley. And it's still an area that is completely covered in geysers. They're steam geysers, not water geysers, and they're used for power for a local energy company. But they remain incredibly picturesque as well, and especially during winter, you can see the geysers shooting up off the sides of the hills. So Geyser Peak Winery owns approximately 100 acres of vineyard, all located here in the Alexander Valley. It's divided up amongst a few different ranches. One we call the Walking Tree, and we make a Cabernet produced from that vineyard. We also have a ranch called Brownell and another one called Ascentia. We primarily grow our own Cabernet Sauvignon on these ranches, but also a little bit of Shiraz, a little bit of Petit Verdot, some Chardonnay, and bits and pieces of Malbec and Merlot. So Geyser Peak Winery produces about 300,000 cases a year. About half of those are white wines and the other half is red. The white wines that we produce are Sauvignon Blanc and Chardonnay, and the red wines are Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot, but altogether about 300,000 case production. There's so many factors that go into making a great wine, but of course you can't make great wine without great grapes. So predominantly all the work that we do in the vineyard is the most important. However, it is our job as winemakers to then take those fabulous grapes and take them to the next level. So a lot of attention to detail, especially during fermentation. My particular love is yeast, using different yeast strains to really coax out and optimize the extraction of aromas and texture in the wine. So Geyser Peak is especially well known for Sauvignon Blanc, and we produce nearly half of our production here at the winery is Sauvignon Blanc. This is a beautiful style. It's meant to be an everyday wine that goes incredibly well with foods that we enjoy on a daily basis. It's a great match for crab and shrimp, for salads, even just an aperitif, so all by itself it's a great reception wine. The style is very crisp and clean, no barrel fermentation at all on the Sauvignon Blanc. It's 100% stainless steel. We're strongly influenced by the Southern Hemisphere style of Sauvignon Blanc production. So there's a little whiff of that New Zealand grassy style, a little bit of passion fruit like you might find from Australia, but then a little bit more grapefruit and orange characters that you find here in the Northern Hemisphere as well. For us, this is just a wine that resonates with consumers, whether they be connoisseurs or new entry-level wine drinkers. This style seems to please everyone, and it's a great pleasure to produce it. And then our flagship red wine is Cabernet Sauvignon. And aside from Napa Valley, probably the other great place in California to grow Cabernet Sauvignon is the Alexander Valley. One of the wonderful things about the valley is we have three main growing areas: the valley floor, the benchland, and the hillside. And being able to blend vineyards from each of those different locations allows us to bring in some great structural tannins, some full, juicy, voluptuous red fruit characters, and then some more of the easy drinking, softer, rounder tannins from the valley floor. Cabernet Sauvignon is 100% barrel aged for us, all in American oak barrels. It ages for about 14 to 16 months before we pull out the blend for bottling, and then it gets about another 6 months in bottle before we release the wine. But the flavors of this wine, they tend to lean more towards the blackcurrant, blackberry, black cherry, and then just tiny elements of spice and a little bit of earthiness as well. I'm Ondine Chatton, Director of Winemaking for Geyser Peak Winery. We're located in the heart of the Alexander Valley in northern Sonoma County. If you're in the area, we would love to have you visit our beautiful winery. Again, we're located in Alexander Valley, northern Sonoma County, open 11 to 5, 7 days a week.
I hope you enjoyed visiting Geyser Peak Winery in the heart of Alexander Valley. I'll see you guys next time.